Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine at your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 366, we're going to be talking about the role of cyber insurance in protecting your business. It's important, it's going to be important for me right now to caveat all this by saying I am not a professional in the insurance space. I am going to give you my understanding of what cyber insurance can and may or may not cover, not can and can't cover, may or may not cover. I'm going to hopefully give you enough questions to go and ask the people who know this better than I do and make sure you get answers that make sense to you and maybe understand the answers that you're getting. But I'm not a professional. Do not take what I'm saying here as the be all and end all, and do not use it to substitute advice that you're getting from insurance companies. That's really important that I say that right now. Let's have a talk about what cyber insurance is and why it's needed. The point is that we operate more and more in the cyberspace. More businesses are going online. We're sharing more information online. We're using more online technologies to even run our bricks and mortar businesses. Unfortunately, the more we do that, the more cyber attacks grow, and the more we have, the higher the risk that we have associated with getting those attacks in the cyberspace. Cyber insurance is needed because traditional insurance policies often don't cover these unique risks that are associated with operating digitally, operating in the internet. What does cyber insurance typically cover? Well, there's a couple of things it covers. I'm going to start with saying that, when you get hit with an attack, a cyber attack, there's a couple of things that may or may not happen. One is, first of all, mandatory reporting. If you get hit with a data breach, you may or may not be required to report that you've been hit with a breach and disclose what information or the type of information that was accessed and made available during the attack. Those breaches may attract a fine. And if, fines can be quite costly at times. The other thing that you get hit with once you get hit with an attack is all of the restoration activities, all of the recovery activities that go with it. If it's a DDoS attack, it's the distributed denial of service attack. It's the downtime and the lack of productivity because people can't get onto your website. People can't put sales in, so you lose revenue through a DDoS attack. If it's a Trojanware attack or a ransomware attack, it's the time taken to recover that data. It's the costs associated with bringing in experts to try and recover that data. It's the costs associated with recovering processes and systems if you get hit. So there's all these costs that are associated with cyber attacks that people may or may not actually think about until it happens. They're like, gosh, that took us so long. Not to mention that, you're taking people offline to do all this stuff instead of actually running the business and keeping the business going. So there's all those costs associated with it. So cyber insurance can help you recover those costs. Let's go through some of them. Incident response costs, forensic investigations, data recovery, legal consultations. It may cover financial losses, revenue loss from downtime. If there's cyber extortion, paying ransomware payments, I would again be very careful on that one. I've done an episode on ransomware where I've covered how you may wish to handle that. Certainly, your insurance company can help you with that in terms of not handling it, but covering costs associated with it. Liability costs, customer lawsuits or claims, regulatory fines, which vary by policy and jurisdiction. Tripping over my words today. Managing your reputation, making sure you maintain your reputation through public relations and media strategies, and any third-party costs that you might incur. If there's breaches affecting vendors or partners, you may be up for penalties from them for not protecting their data appropriately. So that's what cyber insurance can do for you. What do you need to do to get a cyber insurance policy? Well, that depends. And what I'm going to say to you is you go and talk to your insurance broker and you say, I want cyber insurance. What do I need to do? And they will come back to you with a couple of policies. They'll tell you whether they think you need it or not. Particularly in Australia, we've got some really good guidelines, frameworks around the fact that our insurance companies can't sell us insurance that we don't need. So when you go and talk to an insurance broker, they are actually legally obligated to say, we can't, you don't need it. We won't sell it to you. You don't need it. They can't sell you something you don't need, which I think is fantastic. But it also means that you can go and have a good conversation with them about your business operations, how you're operating, what you may or may not require. They'll come back to you with 1 or 2 policies, probably go through them, understand them, ask questions. You can ask your other business owner friends who they're using for their cyber insurance and go and talk to their companies. There are a couple out there that do it. There are some that do it better than others. I absolutely do have cyber insurance. I've had it for years. In fact, when it first came out, my insurance company came to me and said, we know what you do. We think you need this. Have a look at it. And I went, yeah, I'll take that. That's really good. So go and talk to your insurance companies. Do your homework. Get competitive quotes. Don't just take the first one that comes along. Have a look at them. Compare what they are offering you based on value for money, return on investment, all of those things, and then put it in place. Yeah, there you go. That's cyber insurance. Just remember that I am not licensed. I am not a professional in this in any way, shape, or form. All I can do is give you information about what I think it covers and give you questions that you should be going to ask your insurance company when you are making these decisions. All right, guys, look, what questions came up for this one, let me know. Leave comments wherever you are watching or listening to this video. You can send me a DM via our social media channels. You can come and join my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. Join the conversation there. If you could like this video, I really would appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about securing our social media accounts for our business and some of the things we can do there. All right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.